Good morning. Another lesson with Mr. Brown. We are going to page 172. And we are going to be working on decomposing a mixed number into a fraction greater than 1. So we are converting the mixed number into a fraction greater than 1, making sure that we know how to use the number line to do it, and we use multiplication in order to solve and convert the mixed number. Remember, convert is just a fancy word. Convert is a fancy word for we are just changing. Okay? We're just changing the mixed number into a fraction greater than 1. So when we convert, we change. All right. Let's begin. We're going to zoom in on this first problem. Let's zoom in on this problem here. Or sorry, B, C, and D. Let's zoom in. Okay. So what we are going to be working with is 4 and 1/3. So what we need to do is we need to understand that we have how many wholes? We have 1 whole, plus 1 whole, plus 1 whole, plus 1 whole. And we have like a little 1/3, right, left over. So we have 4 whole here. This represents 4 whole and that little 1/3. Okay? Just so that you can see that. Now, each 1 whole represents a third because of this denominator there. See that denominator? Each one is representing a third. And we have 1/3 left over. So when we do this, and I'm breaking it down for you in the most simplest way I can, when we look at this, we can look at it as 4 times 3/3 plus 1/3. And when we multiply, because we have 4 of them, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that gives us that 4 times 3/3. And when we multiply across, we are going to get 12/3 plus 1/3, and that is going to equal 13/3. And this is my answer. Okay. But I do want to show you the simplest way in order to solve this and to check your answer. So pay attention. This will be the most important one. I'm going to show you how to check your answer so that you know that you're absolutely right. When we have, and you can just look on this left side here, when we have 4 and 1/3, all you have to do is just multiply the 3 and the 4 to get 12. And then add the numerator, and you'll get 13, and then the denominator stays the same at 3. Okay, so you're going to get the same answer. So look at this. We got 13/3, and we got 13/3 here. Okay? So that's how you can check your answer in the most simplest way. Remember, we're just breaking this down so you understand what it means. Sooner or later, you'll just understand how to do it, and I won't have to break it down this deep every time. All right? So let's try C. So I'm going to kind of cut this off. Actually, I should use my straight line. I'm going to kind of just cut this off by her. So we have 4 3/5. So again, I'm going to jot down my wholes. I have 4 whole and with the remaining 3/5. Okay. Each whole represents a fifth because that denominator is telling me that each whole represents 5/5 plus 5/5 plus 5/5 plus 5/5 plus 3/5. Okay. And we are going to make a multiplication sentence out of this. So I have 4 times 5/5 plus the remaining fraction of 3/5. All right, and what does that equal? Well, when we multiply across, 4 times 5 is 20, so we have 20/5. And then we add on the 3/5, and then we get our improper fraction of 23/5. Okay? Now, like I said, I'm going to teach you a way you can check your answer. And this is how I learned how to figure out improper fractions, was looking at our denominator, 5, multiplying it with the 4, the whole. That gives us 20. And then to add on the 3, the numerator, and that gives us 23/5. 23/5. And that's our answer is correct. So remember, we're just breaking this down each time in order to solve. Okay, let's try the next one. If you want to try this on your own, you totally can. It is entirely up to you. You can pause the video, try D, and then you can check your answer when I start solving each mixed number and converting it to a fraction greater than 1. Okay, we have 4 whole, so I'm going to represent each whole as 1. And then tack on your 6/8. Looking at the denominator 8, we know that each whole represents 8/8. Okay. And we tack on the 6/8. So as a multiplication problem, we have 4 times 8/8 plus 6/8. And what does that equal? Well, 4 times 8 is 32 eighths, and then add on the 6/8 to that, and you will get 38 eighths. And to check your answer, you multiply 8 times 4 is 32. Add the 6 and you'll get 38 eighths. And you'll get that same answer here. I know you're probably saying, Mr. Brown, why don't we just do 8 times 4 is 32 plus 6 is 38 eighths. Remember, I'm showing you the reason why we do this. I'm showing you and breaking everything down for you so you understand it. You have a good number sense when it comes to mixed numbers and fractions. And then when we get further into the lessons, we don't have to break it down so much like this. We'll be able just to solve and continue the problems. All right. So I'm going to continue with 3 below. And this is going to be a little bit different for us since we're breaking this down. We don't have much space, so you're going to have to write kind of small when we start breaking all this down. Let me erase this. All right, get this all, look at all that hard work we just did. All right, let's start with A. I'm going to break this down into, this is actually getting a little bit simple for us. They kind of know that we don't have much space here. We have 2 wholes. Each whole represents a 4th. And we have, oh yeah, I forgot to add the 3/4 on the, right here. And we have 3/4 tacked on. So what does this represent as a multiplication problem? We have 2 times 4/4. Add the 3/4. And what we'll get is 8/4. Right? 2 times 4 is 8. Plus the 3 is going to be 11 fourths. Okay. Check your answer real quick. You can do 2 and 3 fourths, and you multiply the 4 and the 2 whole. That equals 8. Add the 3, and you'll get 11 fourths. Boom and boom. All right. Okay, that is it for this video. What I really want you to do is solve the rest, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I. Doing the same thing, and I can give you the answers, but I want you to show the work. So I want you to break each whole up, tell me the fraction it is, and then convert the mixed number into a fraction greater than 1 or improper fraction. So pause the video, work this out, and I'm going to give you the answers just real quick. All right. So I know that this is going to be 12. This is 12 fifths. This is going to be 21 sixths. This is going to be 27 eighths. This is going to be 31 tenths. This is going to be 35 eighths. 17 thirds. 13 halves. 73 tenths. All right. But remember, if I see you just putting the answers here when I check your problem set, that's not what I want. I want you to solve like I did, show your work, and check your answers. Everybody have a great day. This is it for today's math.